Lions, my pet rocks are very difficult to look after. That's a good question. They're difficult to look after because they are very demanding on one's time, especially if you find a young rock. You'll find that a young rock is more demanding on one's time than a toddler, a human toddler would be. You have to play with them constantly or they become very depressed. That one was very depressed, as you could see. It was extremely depressed. That's why it wasn't moving around much. So if you find a young rock and you take it from its parents and you make a pet out of it, it can be very traumatic and it's very demanding on your time. You've got to read them endless stories because they like to hear, especially historical stories. They love historical stories, but they like to play as well. And so, you know, you don't take on a pet rock or adopt a rock unless you have a lot of time on your hands and you're very dedicated, because they can be an absolute nightmare. Ideally what you want, if you look over here we've got a bit of a sort of broken up igneous rock. It looks almost like sedimentary rock, but isn't. Ideally what you want is a pet rock about that size. These ones are much more easy to manage because you can just put them in a pocket, and as long as you're moving around, they feel like they're having a game. But anything like the size of the ones that we had earlier, really just too difficult. Yes, it is, Megan. It's always a rocky relationship with a pet rock. I'm going to leave this one though, because as you can see, if you look around here carefully, you can see that there are a lot of these particular kinds of rocks, and what they're doing here is having a party. It's an enormous crowd. There's a rock concert in progress. That is certainly one of the more bizarre conversations we've had together. Thank you for that. We're going to head off and see if we can find the buffalo over here.